said was the word. 33 years he tabernacled the earth, healing the sick, raising the dead, sight to the blind. In the city of Canaan, turned water to wine.
Happy Thanksgiving. It is such a blessing to be a part of this week's Thursdays with you. In Luke chapter 17, verse 11 through 19, we are reminded how we can sometimes forget to give God praise for bringing us out of a situation. In this chapter, 10 men were healed from a disease called leprosy, but only one of them had sense enough to give God praise. Take a look at this.
This young man, it says one of them turned back to God, calling us to wonder, Dr. Reynolds, what happened to the other 9? So I talked to one of my friends, Dr. Charles L. Brown, to help me to find out what happened to the other 9. And he had a few suggestions. I'm just going to share with you what could have happened to the other 9. And if the shoe fits, just go ahead and put it on. But he said, no, leper number 1 was waiting to see if the cure was for real. Leper number 2 was waiting to see if his cure would really last. Leper number 3 said he would see Jesus the next time. Leper number 4 decided he never really had leprosy at all. Leper number 5 said he would have gotten well eventually. Leper number 6 gave glory to the priest that God sent him to. Leper number 7 said Jesus didn't really do anything but show up. Leper number 8 said any rabbi could have done the same old thing. Leper number 9 said he was already showing signs of improvement. But leper number 10, we find in this verse, said it was nobody but Jesus. That's why we said realize who. If you ask the other 9, they would tell you all other types of things, all other kind of people. But I'm wondering if I'm in some good company of people that realize who. Okay, y'all ain't saying nothing. You know what that's telling me? That's telling me that you think you brought yourself from where you've been. But if you realize who, you know it's nobody but Jesus. Come on, you know you had bad credit. You know you ain't supposed to be living in that house you living in. That's nobody but Jesus. Come on, you know nobody wanted you. You know you kept trying to find a date to prom and you finally got married. Look at that. That's nobody but Jesus. You know you don't have the money to pay your light bill, but somebody paid your light bill. That's nobody but Jesus. Now some of you with your old dressed up self ain't opened your mouth yet, but I want to let you know that it's nobody but Jesus. Are y'all playing with the preacher here? Said nobody but Jesus. And so we find because he understood who, it led him to doing something for him. Look in verse 16, it says, verse 15 says he glorified God, meaning he gave it to him. But verse 16 says he fell on his face, giving him thanks. And he was a Samaritan. So we find a connection here between your thankfulness and your inwardness.
Lord have mercy.
All right, I'll say that again. Your thankfulness and your inwardness. Anybody drive a car and your engine light comes on, it's an indication that there's a problem with the engine. Well, if you're a Christian and there's no sign of thanksgiving, there's no sign of appreciation, there's no sign of I like what you did, then there's a sign that something may be going on wrong. The Bible says that he gave thanks. And I believe, my brothers and sisters, the reason we don't give thanks because we are good at doing church. but we don't understand what it means to be the church. We're good at religion. Some of y'all sing that song, give me that old time religion. We're good at religion, but we're having a problem with relationship. I knew I wasn't going to get any amen. That's why this point number 2. We have a problem giving God praise because it's an indication our relationship is all messed up. But when you realize who he is and what he brought you from, you ought to be able to give him some shown up, for real, I don't care who looking kind of praise.
I pray that as you enjoy your family, your friends, that you do not focus on the things that you don't have, but be thankful for who you do have, and that's Jesus Christ. Until next time, see you then. God bless.
Healing the sick, raising the dead, sight to the blind. In the city of Canaan, turn water to wine. He did live